Come on in, come on in, come on in, Pro family. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. We get coming near the end here with the quarantine, so I don't know. You guys know everybody got that big question mark over their head. So, anyway, welcome today, Pro family. If you're not a professional, welcome anyway. You know my channel is all about education. Anybody want to get on here and learn anything, I'm willing to teach it, learn it, and share it, whatever it needs to do. So, if you're gonna stay and watch and learn from me, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you comment down below. Make sure you ring the bell so you get my next video whenever I post, and to stay in the know when I'm doing new things and trying new things. And so my last video, you guys, was about how to relax, do natural hair relaxer. Where relaxers is, it ain't just about natural hair. You got relaxer retouch, you got relaxer shortcuts, you got relaxer napes. Depends on what the service is somebody is getting. Sometimes they just need the short hairs in the back relax. They don't always need a full relaxer. So there's a wide variety of stages with relaxing. So, however, my video was over relaxing natural hair. So I want to make sure that I don't just show you how to do the relaxer and not show you how to maintain and keep it healthy. So I wanted to go over a few things. I know everybody's into thermal irons, curling irons, putting heat on the hair because it gives you that straightness, that shine. You can still put heat on the hair, good heat on the hair, and get that same luster and shine, and the hair will be 100% more healthier than it would be with putting the flat irons and the Marcel irons in that hair all the time. So even though sometimes you want to put some heat in there, it depends on the style and the service that you're getting, but you want to give that hair a break sometimes. So you want to go the old school route, which the old school route, just because it's the old school route don't mean it don't work. The old school stuff works. The old school stuff makes your hair healthy, keeps your hair strong, keeps your hair growing. And when I say old school, I mean rollers. Going back to the rollers, getting under the dryer, setting under the dryer, that type of stuff. So a lot of people want to get in the chair, and a lot of stylists too want to get you in the chair, flat iron you out real quick, get you all cute, and send you out the door. But here's the thing about that. Number one, if you didn't take extra, care with the customers, the curls don't last. So unless you do the extra steps and use the setting lotions and set the hair and all that stuff, most of the time the curls don't last. And a lot of people complain about that. But if you don't want to take the necessary steps, then yep, you're gonna have to get up the next day and put the curler on in your hair. And that's where we run into damage, heat damage, because every day you got to keep putting that heat in there because the curls don't hold, they don't last. They look pretty, the cut is pretty, the style is pretty, but because it's a thermal iron, it doesn't last. Maybe you can get 2 to 3 days if it's done really well. You can get maybe 2 to 3 days out of it. But all days, you should almost get a week, 2 weeks out of your curls. If you did it the right way and got it under the dryer and allow your hair to dry and set. So you need to go back to the old ways. If you're going to be natural and relax your hair, you want to keep all that length that you took all these years to grow out and get strong and long, and you're ready to rock that long hair. You want to keep it. You don't want to just rock it and then it fall out and then you back cutting it off and going natural all over again. You want to appreciate, love it, enjoy it, wear it. You want to be able to do all those things, and you got to think about it. What do you want to do? Do you want to go back to the old roller days and get up under the dryer for 30 to 45 minutes and have hair? Or do you want to keep thermal iron and putting the heat in it every day until the ends fry up and you got to cut it all off? So that's a choice that's up to the customer. We can't do that for you. That's something that the customer has to decide on their own. Are they willing to do? Are they willing to do the necessary work and keep that hair healthy, strong, and beautiful? Or do they want to keep doing quick fixes and quick sit downs and get done and get out the door and get to the next thing because everybody running at the last minute to do everything? So that's a decision customers have to make on their own. We can't make that decision for them. Now we can encourage it. We can talk about it. We can show them different things. We can tell them, we can sell. We salesmen. We can sell it. You just have to sell it. And you have to be willing as a stylist to want to take care of your customers too. So if you're a stylist and you want to take care of your customers, this should be easy. Just tell your customers what it is they need. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to hear you because you take care of their hair. So you want to be making sure that you're giving them good advice, positive advice, strong, healthy hair advice, and not just, girl, come get this cute style and get your $85 and send them out the door. That ain't, you want to keep your customers happy and you want to keep their hair on the head. You're going to have to give up about 10, 20 minutes of your service time so that the customers can get treated and hair taken care of the proper way. So when I say rollers, there's so many different. I have 3 baskets here of every kind of roller there is because different styles require different rollers. You can't use the same roller and do the same. Sometimes you might be able to pull it off. Depends on what the look is that you're going for. But sometimes you can't. You can't put a little roller on long hair and think you're gonna get body. You're gonna get the tightest little skinny curls and be like, she got a fro. You don't want that. You want something, somebody, especially somebody want bigger curls, full of curls. You got to use the appropriate rod or roller, magnetic roller, whatever roller that you want to use. You want to be able to use the right roller in that service. So, like, these are magnetic rollers. They have the clippies attached. These are okay. I like these for my fine hair girls because it don't take a lot to put these on and it don't take a lot to hold. So when they find hair, you can roll that hair on there and then you just clip it on there. And this clip is like, if I knew this clip was gonna be like this, I would have never bought them. But when they in the package, it looks so strong. But I mean, it'll hold thin hair, but you can't put no thick hair on this. This won't hold no thick hair. This barely hold on here by itself. So you definitely can't put thick hair on these. And they come in what is it, 4 different sizes in the kit. So, these are great this is like a magnetic roller. Well, these are magnetic rollers, just don't have the little metal clips to go to it. These have the little plastic clips on them. And these are great for doing roller wraps, roller sets, spiral sets with body. If you want body, these rollers are really good for that. If you want like a real big loose curl, some body wave curls, that these rollers are perfect for that. And I like that. And these are the magnetic ones, which they see how they look very similar. They have the holes so that heat can get in and dry. And then you just put the metal clip on the base here and then get up under the dryer and you take them out and you got beautiful curls. So these are magnetic rollers, and those rollers do the same look as far as the big body, body curls. Especially now, I'm seeing a lot of natural hair girls who got hair to their waist. Those rollers would be perfect to give you a beautiful head of body curls and look absolutely gorgeous. But then we have the rods, and this is for a more spirally look. You can do this. This look will give you a really nice spirally look too, a nice body wave. But this will just give you more curl. So it depends on the look that you're going for. These do the same thing as the magnetic rollers, just in a smaller look, in a smaller form. So this curl will be this size, and it usually elongates really good. Like these, usually when you take out, they usually elongate really good because they're a little bit. It's not very big, but it's big. It's bigger than my finger's bigger than my thumb. So this roller is really good as far as if you wanted something that's gonna hold a little tighter. If the hair is like really long and when you wrap it on the roller, you need something that's gonna hold. Those rubber bands will hold real good around thicker hair, and you just have to put more of them in just to make sure that you get, so they ain't drying under the dryer for 2 hours. You want to make sure you have enough of those to go all the way around. These do the same work. Little flexi rod things. They do the same work. They bend down and hold in place and all that stuff. These do the same work. These actually are a little bit more elongating than these. Obviously, look how long that is. So you can get a longer spiral versus the tighter one. So if I was to roll my hair with this, my curl would probably sit about up here on my shoulder like this around my face. But if I use this, I can get my full length because I can just wrap it, loosely around the rod and get my full, you see what I'm saying? I can get my full length. So that's that's the difference. So it depends on the service and what you're doing. You want to be able to you want to have a bunch of different size rollers. You want to have different different ones of these because it depends on the look. If you're going for that natural, have a relaxer and have that natural girl look. You just have to use a smaller roller. So you put in a smaller roller that gives you the desire that look that you're looking for. And a lot when I say smaller, not this small. This is too small. You can put in a smaller roller. This is more like what I would use on long hair because they don't want you don't want hair this big. You want nice curl. If you're going for more like a straw set looking curl, then I would go for a smaller on long hair, not short hair. For long hair, I would do these on long hair, to get that look, that fullness, those curls. They'll be beautiful curls and they last forever. Now, if we're going to go back to doing things the old school way, which take up a lot of time, then you have to be prepared to pay for service because time is money. So, customers, I'm talking to you. If you want to come and you want to have healthy hair, and you want to keep that length that you have to be willing to pay the price. Because old school service, it takes longer. It requires more service time. It requires dryer time. It requires product. It requires the stylist to be held up. And, that time is vital for stylists because that's how we make our money. The more people we get in the chair and get out, the better our pockets look. So if we're not getting people in and out of the chair, then you have to recoup that cost somehow. Because at the end of the week, we still got to pay booth rent and we still got to pay rent next month for where we live. So that's why, if you're going to relax, be prepared to start to pay just a little bit more, have a little bit more of an upcharge for these services because these services require dryer time that costs money. These services require products that cost money. These services require time, and time is money. So you have to be aware of that. It doesn't mean that a stylist should be breaking the bank. That's not what that means. That's not at all what I'm trying to say. Like, we're going to charge you an arm or a leg to have healthy hair. We're not going to do that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying be aware that it costs a little bit more to do these services than it does to have the quick services. Those quick $40 hair services, $30 hair services, those are quick. You get a curling iron, thermal iron, some spritz, and you out the door. But these require more time. These require 45-minute dry time, 20-minute styling time. That's an hour and some change right there. You know what I'm saying? So we try to focus on getting people in and out of our chair in an hour. So just like how you expect to get paid on an hour at work, we do too. We try to keep it in that hour window. We try to get you in, shampooed, wrapped under the dryer, out, curl, and thermal iron in at least an hour. If we going quick, hot iron, flat irons, hot curling irons, and all that stuff, we should be able to service you in an hour and have you out. But if you're going to be doing the old school method and you want to keep your hair nice and healthy, it requires just a little bit more time. So it requires just a little bit more money. So don't be discouraged when I say that time is money and it costs a little bit more. It shouldn't cost you more than the extra 10, $20 on the service that you already pay. So if you pay $30, then, expect to pay 35, $40, expect to pay on a $40 service, expected to go up 10, 15, maybe $20. Depends on what you're getting done. So I just want to bring that to your attention too, because it is a lot of time to take care of natural hair, or not natural hair, I'm sorry, chemically treated hair. It is time consuming because you want to make sure you're keeping the hair healthy and on the head. So that's why it's important, and that's why I brought this up because so that's the number one thing that kills hair is heat. Because we are number one, we already done put a chemical on you to relax you. Number two, now we're putting heat on it every day. Number three, a lot of people putting heat on their hair and no protectant. So that right there, them three things right there is what kills the hair, dries it out, becomes brittle, and then a lot of people aren't doing their conditioning treatments like they should. You got a chemical product process in your hair. You should be getting treatments on your hair. You should be getting some type of conditioning treatment, some type of mask, some type of something to help rejuvenate those strands and keep those strands strong, because when you break those bonds down, ain't nothing, you done broke them down, they're breaking down, you got to keep them strong, because if not, you start getting split and split, and it doesn't look good, doesn't look healthy. And the next thing you know, in 2, 3, 4 months, 6 months, you be saying, "Oh, I think I need to get a trim. Oh, I just got a trim last month, and I already look like I need another one." You shouldn't be getting trims so fast that often. How is your hair growing if you're cutting it off every time you sit down in the chair, you're getting a trim. Something ain't right. That should be an eye opener for you that, oh dang, I had my hair done last week and she trimmed it. Now I'm getting my hair done again this week and she trimming it again. You should a green light. Well, yeah, a green light should be going off saying something's not right or something's wrong with why am I getting my hair cut again. You should start to think about it. Even though it's pretty when you look in the mirror, you shouldn't be getting your hair cut every single time you sit down in the chair. Your hair should not be needing to be trimmed every week, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. Your hair shouldn't be needing to trim that often. You should, if anything, you should be getting trims 8 to 12 weeks. Because then that allows the hair to grow. You doing your conditioner treatments, your hot oil treatments. You wrapping your hair up at night. You silk bonneting. You doing all those things that you need to do to keep that hair strong and healthy. You really shouldn't be cutting that hair every darn time you come sit down in the salon chair. Look at my little thread is growing in. But so that was just a few of the curler rollers that I have. I also have bone rollers. I love trying different types of rollers too. So I have these rollers also. And a lot of people be like, why do you have so many different things? Because so many different things require different looks, different techniques. Sometimes everybody hair ain't you come to you ain't gonna be healthy. So some people gonna have short hair, long hair. They don't want to cut their hair. You gotta have products that you need. So these are some of the things that I have. I just get them because if I should ever need them, guess what? I have them. So I don't have to improvise too, try to improvise with stuff I don't have. I have what I need. So, but I got, everybody should know where to get these from. You can get them from As Seen on TV. You can get them from the wig store. You can get them from Walgreens, Walmart. You get them anywhere. So they just rollers, and you take the stick, like a latchhook stick, and you just pull the hair through it, and it straight pulls the hair straight through. And when you let it go, it curls it. And then you get up under the dryer, and when you're done, you just unroll and slide it right off, and then styling the customers at the door. So to me, I think old school methods work better than quick fixes, quick irons, thermal irons, processes and stuff, because I feel like that number one, like if I get my hair done, I would love to be able to wear my style for more than 2 days. Number one. Number two, I would love to be able to wear my hair and don't have to feel like I can't touch it. When you get these roller processes and stuff, they require you to touch your hair. They want you to rub your fingers through there. They want you to pull those natural oils into those curls. So it's okay to touch your hair. And I know it's a big old thing about black women not liking their hair to be touched because they don't want to mess their hair up. But when you go this route, it's okay to touch your hair. It's okay to run your fingers through your hair and get those natural oils to the ends of those curls, because that's what's gonna help keep that hair nice and shiny and keep that hair nice and healthy, and then the stimulating the scalp and stuff all the time. That's great for your hair. You want that blood flow and all that stuff, because that's what encourages hair growth. So you want to, run your hands through your hair every now and then and massage your scalp and all of that. It's good for your hair to do that. So you should be massaging and rubbing your hair down and, you know, t- playing with your hair and all that stuff. That's good for your scalp. It's good for your hair. It's good for you. Make you feel pretty when you gotta move your hair out your face and all that stuff. So I say do it. It can't mess the curls up. That's what they're there for. They're there for you to toss and move around and bounce and all that stuff and fix here and fix there and be in the mirror prepping and prepping. That's what it is. It's all about. And it's okay to do it. It's okay to run your fingers in your hair. It's okay for your boyfriend to put his hands in your hair. It's okay for the kids to come up and twirl on your hair. It's okay, because that curl ain't going nowhere. It's there to stay. And then every night, You take your if you got you wearing those roller styles and stuff like that, you just take those curls and you get you some little clippies. You pull them curls up, put them clips in there, put your bonnet on tonight. Get up the next day, take your bonnet out, pull the clippies out, shake your hair out, and go. It's not that difficult. That's why I like this type of technique because with the thermal iron, you got to sleep pretty. You got to sleep with your hand under your chin. You can't be laying on your hair because if you lay on your hair, your curl gonna be flat and you ain't gonna have no curl. Well, you don't have to worry about that with these type of curls. You just put the clips in them, and you put your bonnet on every night, and you get up every day, and you do the same thing, and you get a week, 2 weeks. Sometimes you can push almost 3 weeks, but and some people feel like they need to shampoo weekly. Well, shampoo weekly and get your hair rolled every week or come every few days, whatever you need for your scalp and for your hair. Some people like to shampoo every 3 days. Some people like to shampoo once a week. Some people have that skin where they can't shampoo like that. They might be only able to shampoo once every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks. It is okay. People try to act like it means you're dirty. It does not mean you're dirty. It means that that's what you need for your service, for your hair, for your care. Don't let nobody make you feel bad about what is going on with your hair because as long as your hair is clean and well kept, you don't have anything to worry about. There's dry shampoos out there. So if you need to every couple days hit your hair with some dry shampoo to keep your scalp clean, if you need to sea breeze your scalp, you can. But I bet you a lot of your stylists ain't telling you that because they don't have that education. You can sea breeze your scalp. You can take some witch hazel to your scalp. You can mix a little lavender in your witch hazel and rub it on your scalp because witch hazel stink. But if you put a little lavender or a little bit of something into that witch hazel, and it change the smell and it won't be so bad. And you just still can have a clean scalp and not have to worry about your hair not being clean. So I am not going to talk too much longer because I can talk up and next thing you know, I have an hour video. So if you have any questions, comment down below and I'll be more than happy to answer them. If you want to see me use some of these techniques, I will be more than happy to do these techniques and let you guys see how they work. There's so many videos out there on, how to do this and how to do that is the only reason why I don't put them out there. But what people aren't talking about is why and how to achieve those looks without causing so much stress and making the hair fall out and not using a thermal iron, but using roller irons, using rollers to achieve the desired look. And so that's what I'm about. I'm about bringing the education to you guys, opening your eyes up to new things because this younger generation is not hit to a lot of our old school ways. They're not familiar with the dryer process like we are. We know about the roller wraps with the rollers in the top and take out your rollers and unwrap your bottom and leave your rollers in the top. We know about all that, but this younger generation don't know anything about that. So if you're coming an up and coming pro, feel free to ask me any questions. If you're a pro and have questions, feel free to ask questions. If you're not a pro and you're still working at home in the kitchen, you have a question, feel free. It's all about education and learning whatever you can so that your customers can get the best from your stylist and your stylist can get the education that they need to put out there to the customers so customers can start to understand and appreciate their healthy hair. It's okay to have hair that can be touched, rubbed, and loved. It is okay. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Please like, please comment, and please subscribe to all my hair pros. I love you guys. All my non-pros, I love you guys. For people who just watching, I love you guys. So make sure you keep watching. I'll keep posting. Peace.